welcome to the Monthly Muse, the podcast about historical events that have occurred during the calendar month. This month, November, we did a Guy Fawkes special, Paul, that I think
we did.
Seemed to have been well received.
Yeah, thanks for all the listeners.
Cheers for that, guys.
Yeah, it's still available.
Yeah. It's not out on DVD, is it?
Nah.
There is no DVD.
No. We've got a lot to get through.
We
just
have.
Looking at our little notes here.
Do you want me to get to the point? Is that what you... this week...
We can drag it out if you
want. This month, rather, coming up, a couple of famous... we're going to be talking about some events that have occurred.
Yeah.
Of course.
I guess our opening one isn't such an event, is it, Ed?
No.
It's more of a birth.
Yes. The birthday of... the well-known character James Bond.
Unofficial birthday, I think.
I think it's unofficial.
Was it Fleming give him an official birthday, I think, in November?
He did, in November. So we're going to be... Well, stay tuned for that.
Can't wait.
Well, no, yeah, you're not a huge fan, are you, Paul?
Well, I'm sure we'll get onto it later.
Yeah.
I don't want to slag him off, but...
Yeah, please don't, because
sceptical.
I am a huge fan.
We'll get onto that.
Sort of a personal attack if you do. New section coming up,
New
Paul?
section, sort of.
Yeah.
It's essentially the same, but we've given a bit of a title. Yeah. I think you came up with the title and thought...
History Mystery.
History Mystery.
That's not a new jingle. I'm not going to necessarily whisper it.
We could use it as a jingle.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. So History Mystery is... every month we're going to talk about a unsolved mystery or just anything weird, basically, from history.
We like weird things.
It doesn't have to be in the month,
not everything,
the given month. Just because we're too lazy.
That is just pure laziness, is it?
However, this one's is. We're not going to say what it is.
Ooh.
But this one actually does coincide with November.
History Mystery.
Sort of. And then we've got days of the month.
Days of the month is my favourite. I mean, we're not just going to read out the days, calendar days.
No.
But
we'll do that when we're really struggling for.
Always a good couple of
next month.
Yeah. Always a good few puns in that. And we're going to end on
emails.
Yeah, we've actually, Paul, I'm going to shock you.
Go on.
We've had some fan mail.
I don't believe you.
And some hate mail.
Okay.
Sure. Well, I wouldn't say hate, maybe, but confused mail, confused listeners.
Can't please everyone. But no, let's crack on, shall we?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Put your tuxedo on.
Moretti.
Yeah. Cheers.
James Bond. Paul, I love him.
Well, okay. Why?
Gadgets. Gadgets, really. Stunts.
Okay.
Actors.
Yeah.
Fantastic actors I think it's one of the oldest film franchises. I mean, it's been going since 1960.
Too long, baby.
61?
Okay.
Should know that. Dr. No. Great film. It's
well,
great.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm here to be educated on James.
Well, you're not a fan?
No, I'm not a fan.
No, I sense that.
I'm just sceptical. He hasn't been part of my life, to be honest. He hasn't been around much, James.
No.
This is the thing. How many films has there been?
24.
There you go. I mean, if there was, this is always my thing with Bond. If there was 3 of them, I would have watched them by now. But there's 24. I mean, where do you start with that?
Yeah.
It's like when somebody recommends a new series,
Netflix series.
Yeah. Oh, have you seen so and so?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Give it a watch. Then you look at it, and there's 8 series. Like 20 episodes. And you have to. You feel obliged to watch it.
Yeah.
And then you watch it, and it's always slow, isn't it?
Yes.
And then your friend goes, "No, you're right. It is slow at the start.
Yeah, slow at the start.
Yeah, but the first 3 series are slow.
Yeah, but then you've got to get into it.
Yeah.
You've just got to get into it.
Yeah.
Like it was like Lord of the Rings. Sorry, Lord of the Rings. Not Lord of the Rings. I beg your pardon.
Worse than Bond.
Yeah. What's it called? The one you love, the Lord of the Rings-esque.
Oh,
the massive one. What's it called?
What are you on about?
No, the
Harry Potter
fucking series with the long hair, Jon Snow.
I don't like it. I've never seen it.
Oh, I thought you had.
No, you got the wrong guy.
Oh man, okay.
New.
Oh, thank God. Basically, everyone's watching it in my office.
Yeah, I think we're only 2 people that
we are. We are.
Do you want to watch it together? Busy.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to need... That's the thing, because you bed down and you need, like, days to watch a series of Bond or, any of these big series. Yeah. But they say, no, it's a slow starter, you'll get into it. Yeah. And it's like, I don't want to... I'm literally... So what you're saying is, I have to dedicate 24 hours of my life, like, working hours... So that's like 3 days. Like, what? Oh my god!
And then it might start getting good after that.
I know, and then
it might pick up a bit. Someone might get shot.
Exactly, Paul.
Yeah,
it might start getting good. It might start getting good. Doctor No, Thunderbolt. It starts getting good very, very, very quickly. Okay. So listen up. Bond number 1, Connery. License to Thrill.
Should have left it there.
Classic films. For me, he invented the action film. He invented Suave. He was effortlessly cool. I mean,
I was going to say, I've done a little bit of research, Ed. I didn't want to completely upset you. But I looked into From Russia with Love. Big fan of From Russia with Love, JFK.
Wow.
Yeah, he listed it in his top 10 books. I think he listed it as number 9.
Okay, alright.
I don't know what the other were.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
What, the new Jamie Vardy autobiography at 10? Yeah,
so really big fan was JFK. He endorsed it, drove up its sales, I believe, kind of propelled it into the mainstream.
I think you're right. He really propelled it to the extent where it nearly was deemed as being a failing series.
Right.
And the reason why people went to go and watch all the next films that were spread over the next couple of years was because of him.
Right.
So if it hadn't have been for JFK...
Couldn't keep his mouth shut. A massive tidbit for you here.
Okay.
Prepare for mind to be blown again.
Expecting...
I mean, this is Einstein Oktoberfest territory.
2,
Sean Connery was once pulled over by a policeman.
That's not it. There's
more to it.
Yeah.
The policeman's name was Sergeant James Bond. Yeah, true story. Wow, that is mental.
That is.
I mean, that's worth listening for alone, right?
What are the odds of that happening?
You can stop listening now. It doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah. But get out, everybody.
Yeah, no, Sergeant James Bond. I mean, I don't know if he just let him off and had a laugh about it.
I think you have to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Sean Connery. No, I'm surprised he could keep up with him.
Maybe sign his DVD.
If the movies are anything to go by, then Bond is never getting pulled over. And if he does, it's usually by some, crooked, weird-looking guy that nobody have ever heard of before, or it'll be some
like us.
Some babe that he could wink at in 1963 and like everything was okay.
Yeah,
just like us.
That's Connery.
And that's Connery. Roger Moore
followed Connery.
Hilarious. Yeah, he was a very funny guy. Very good looking chap, wasn't he?
Never seen him. If he walked in here now,
well, I think he might be. I think he's 87, 89.
Okay,
can't remember.
Yeah.
Look, going strong. He's very suave guy. I think his top grossing film was Live and Let Die.
Good song.
And in that, the bad guy, Mr. Big.
Okay.
Nothing to do with.
Is he big? Is he tall?
Nothing to do with what's that movie? Sex and the City.
Oh, I thought you meant the Tom Hanks movie, Big.
No, well, it's actually... I probably should have started out to pretend that it was about the Tom Hanks movie, not Sex and the City.
Yeah.
But no, Mr. Big... so I think Mr. Big was trying to smuggle and sell, like, ancient gold coins, to fund, like, this huge... I think it was called Smersh, like operations.
Right.
There's like really some like underworld there.
Yeah.
But Bond kills him by, I think he throws him into the sharks. Moore knows how to see off a bad guy.
He really does. Or does he? I mean, I did a bit of reading about Roger Moore.
Oh, here we go. No, come on.
You know what? Do you know what he's afraid of? James Bond?
Nothing.
Afraid of guns, Ed. Roger Moore's got a fear of guns. I mean, how pathetic's that? I mean, in the casting...
Yeah. Well, they tossed him something...
Yeah.
Well, if maybe in the casting, if they just, unbeknown to him, they just held a gun up and said... I
believe he was actually part of the British military before becoming an actor.
No, you can't have been afraid of guns then.
Yeah, so during a training session, he... I think a gun accidentally exploded in his hands, which temporarily impaired his hearing.
Okay.
And then since that, I think he was fine. He recovered after a few days. He just remained afraid of guns. So as a way around it, whenever Moore had to fire a gun in the set, he would clench his eyes. I mean, this is James Bond. I'm getting angry just thinking about it. I knew I was right.
Do you know what, actually, Paul? I annoyingly, after doing this research, I sort of said James Bond trivia. Let's kind of find some funny stuff to tell people. Annoyingly, Roger Moore, whenever he was running in Bond in any scene, he used to get a stuntman to do it for him because he had
what's the matter
quite
with him?
The saunter.
So he's afraid of running, is he?
He's afraid of running, yeah.
So he'd get just bring in like Mo Farah or something, just
it's like we want an action man, Roger, that can basically shoot people up and run away after he's done it. And he went no and no, and they went yeah.
You're hired. And action.
Brosnan, Mr. Pierce Brosnan, lovely chap.
Wow,
very good looking. Do you know what? I need to stop saying that. To the extent where I nearly want to re-record this. Yeah. No, let's just go with it. Let's just flow with it.
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan,
sexy.
He was around in the 90s.
Yeah.
A few, between Brosnan there was Dalton. And before we should mention Lazenby, I think he did one or two films.
Right.
But Lazenby was arguably one of the worst. Dalton was actually terrible. He did like The Living Daylights, which was so average. License to Kill, I think it was the worst grossing film of all of them. Anyway, Brosnan, 95, he did GoldenEye, classic.
Really?
Talking Nintendo, whatever it was, Nintendo
good game.
64.
Yeah, I'll give him that. 65. Good game.
Great game.
I'll give him that.
Brosnan was, he was just a very, very cool guy.
I think this is my, to be honest with you, Ed, I've been waiting to get this off my chest all night.
Okay.
I think my main beef with Bond is Brosnan.
Well, you know that always ends badly if you've got beef with Bond.
Yeah, I think Brosnan's my beef. I really do, because I looked into this and I thought, well, why haven't I really been into Bond? 1995, I would have been 10 years old, giving away my age.
Yeah.
If you're any good at maths.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah, that's right. 10 years old is when you should be getting into Bond. Brosnan steps in. I stepped out because
you stepped out.
Yeah, well, if you look, Brosnan went from. Do you know what he did before GoldenEye?
I do not.
Mrs. Doubtfire. He wasn't Mrs. Doubtfire, obviously the great Robin Williams, but Brosnan played. I'm
going to interrupt you there.
Go on.
Just stop what you're doing because I have a confession to make.
Okay.
I have never seen Mrs. Doubtfire. I've never seen Mrs. Doubtfire.
I can't believe
ever.
You've never seen it.
All I know about.
I'm not surprised you were too busy watching this.
All I know about Robin Williams is what was he? Flubber?
Was
he? I don't even know.
I hope it's his birthday next month.
Oh God, I'm feeling such an arse.
Yeah, but no, Brosnan was.
He's a lovely bloke, very funny guy. But
who, Brosnan or Williams?
Oh no, Brosnan is not funny at all.
No, not at all. That's my point. Brosnan played the dad in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Right.
And he was that kind of. You were obviously rooting for Williams,
right?
So Brosnan was the baddie, not really a baddie, but he was like the dad that people weren't really rooting for.
So he went from baddie to goodie,
sort of. Yeah, I think it was called Stu. Is they saying?
So he went from a guy called Stuart,
short for stupid.
Yeah, 34.
Yeah,
bar owner in Idaho. I don't know where it's set. I have no idea. Is it San Fran?
I don't know. Don't care. I wasn't buying it, Ed, so I turned off, and I just never really got into it.
Well, I never got into
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubtfire. I never got into Mrs.
But there's only one, so it's not like me.
There is only one. I thought there was like a
just the one.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll tell you what. I will watch that film after you've watched 24 Bond films. How about that?
No.
Okay, fine.
But Brosnan, not for me personally.
Thomas Crown Affair, good film.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Okay. Let's not get into this whole haven't seen it. We could be here all night.
Yeah, it's boring, isn't it?
What's really interesting about Brosnan, I read whilst he was contracted to play 007, he wasn't allowed to wear a tuxedo in any of the films. That's just true.
Right, okay.
And I looked it up. I looked up what other films he was doing at the time between, the Bond movies.
Yeah, sure.
You couldn't have wrote this. Turns out there was a film called The Tailor of Panama. I mean, of all the films when you don't want to be wearing a jacket, it's about a tailor.
That is, you're right. That's mental. You could not have written that better.
No. Also, little tidbit: Daniel Radcliffe That was one of his early movies.
What, the Tailor of Panama?
The Tailor of Panama. I don't use the tailor. You could probably put a pair of trousers on, but...
God, Daniel Radcliffe was in it before Potter.
Before Potter. I mean, I don't know if that was... I don't know if Rowling was watching the Tailor of Panama.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then thought, this kid could really shake a wand. But...
you mean a magic wand?
That's... But can you imagine... I mean, that must be quite a difficult... Whoever the director was for that movie, The Tailor of Panama... I imagine at one point you're going to want Brosnan in a suit jacket, right? It's quite.
I wonder if it was even called that. I wonder if he just sort of stormed into his trailer or whatever.
Yeah,
he's sort of smoking, maybe.
Yeah,
and I was just sort of.
Yeah, come in.
Hi, Piers.
That's me.
Have you got a minute?
Sorry, Mr. Brosnan, please.
Mr. Brosnan.
Yeah.
Have you got a minute?
Sort of. I'm just busy watching Mrs. Doubtfire again.
Any good?
So, yeah, this is a good bit actually. That's great in that.
That's a film that I'll never watch.
What do you want?
Yeah, a bit of a change of plan. We've renamed it from the Mechanic of Panama to the Tailor of Panama. So bit of a costume change, bit of a set change. We're gonna move a lot of these cars around. It's going to be a different sort of feel to the whole thing. I've
got my overalls on now. I'm good to go. I've got my toolkit.
Take them off.
Got my spanner.
That's not a euphemism. Take them off.
What now?
Not with the toolkit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, listen. Okay. I think
No, they're off. That's it.
Okay. They are off. I can see it all.
Yeah. So sorry. The Tailor. It just sounds a bit. No. It's not what.
It's basically about this.
Cars are big. Cars are in.
It's about this. It's about this guy that welcomes tourists and he sort of takes them around he gives them a tour of Panama, and along the way he subconsciously he sells them suits essentially. Erica.
Erica, no.
Yeah, that's it. Can we just that's it. Can we start dressing him? Yeah,
well, okay. I don't really want to be wearing. It's hot. I mean, we're in Panama.
Do we need the bow tie?
Mr.
Director. Yeah, we need the bow tie. Can you put the?
No,
just do it up to the.
Erica, honestly, it's fine. Just look. I'll tell you what. I'll go with it, but it's hot. It's Panama.
You're telling me.
You look sweaty yourself. Let's just go with a white shirt and trousers
with a bow tie.
Maybe not even trousers.
What are you thinking?
Well, just a white shirt.
Well, it's a tailor, so you need the full...
Well, tailors in Panama, I think it's quite a kind of tradition that they don't sell jackets.
Well, no,
wear them.
That's the thing. I mean, yeah, listen, you might have to carry the jacket. Would that help?
I could maybe...
But there would definitely be scenes where
in a bag.
You'd definitely be wearing the jacket.
I'm just not sure about the jacket. I'm not sure if jackets are in.
Well...
Cars are in.
Cars are in.
Yeah, should we go with the car?
Let's.
Why don't I tell you what? Who's a little English kid that keeps on reading?
Erica, what's the guy's name?
Script about a wizard or something.
Radcliffe. Yeah. What's Radcliffe up to?
He's not reading that wizard script. I mean, that's not going to do anything, is it?
No, God. Yeah. Radcliffe. So that was Bond.
That was Bond.
Did you enjoy it?
Not really.
Will you be watching?
I think honesty is the best policy. No, I don't know. Maybe I'll give him a go. Okay. Christmas.
Couple of stats for you, Paul.
Go on then.
Bond has slept with 52 women.
Okay.
75% of which have tried to kill him.
Wow.
So that's at 39.
There's a lot.
Seems like quite a round number, 75%. But
don't blame them, to be honest.
He killed 62 people in Goldfinger alone.
Really? He's a lot.
352 people in total.
Murderer,
yeah. He's not a good... Well, yeah. 352 baddies he's killed.
Womanizer, Ed.
Womanizer.
Tick.
Yeah, he... one of his... what's that one liner I was looking at earlier? One of his... He said... he goes to his assassin, to a woman that he'd previously bedded. He said, I didn't recognise you with your clothes on. So that's the sort of one-liner we're kicking up.
Okay, well, keep them coming. I might
with one-liner,
pop the DVD on.
Well, there you go. What else have we got, Paul?
Any more one-liners?
Yeah, a couple of other one-liners. He harpooned someone, and he said, I think he got the point.
Oh, God.
And when he slept with this girl called Xenia Onatop, Oh, on a top. Oh, clever.
Yeah.
She said he was just about to sleep with her. He said,
I don't get it.
She said, "You don't need the gun, Commander," and he said, "Well, that depends on your definition of safe sex." These are classic moments.
He would not last 2 minutes in Sunderland.
Classic moments. And I think you even mentioned before he's been shot at 5,000 times.
Really, shot at 5,000 times.
Dodged every single bullet.
Yeah.
I think he's dodged every single one. He might have been hit a few times, actually.
I don't know who's taking the shots here, Ed. Josie Altidore. Or, I'm trying to think of the crap strike. Adi Akinbayi.
Yeah, I think you're going to say Akin Fenwa. Don't slag him off.
No.
He's an absolute legend.
5,000 times without... Yeah. Okay, I suppose he has taken a bullet.
Like the Matrix.
He's lived. But, I also read... he obviously likes his drink. What's his favourite? Is it...
Vodka martini.
Yeah.
Shaken not dead.
Whiskey on the rocks. No ice. Yeah, Bond has a drink every 10 minutes, 53 seconds.
One pina colada.
10 minutes, 53 seconds.
10 minutes, 53 seconds every drink.
Yeah,
sure.
Which I'd probably need if I'm watching this drivel.
Well, yeah.
But, speaking of which, cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, just happy that's over. Ed, please brace yourself.
Bracing.
Thank God for that. It's the time in the show for the new feature. History
Another
Mystery.
New feature.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is the part of the show where we talk about any kind of strange or kind of mystery across time.
Okay, sure.
Hopefully it's in with the month.
Can't wait.
This one happens to be related to November.
Yeah, just about. Okay.
Yeah, sort of. The Man in the Iron Mask.
Ah, yeah.
You heard about them on that?
No, I have actually. I think there's a movie about him actually in the 90s.
Yeah, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, we'll get onto that in a bit. Got some good stuff on that. But the
so
story,
who was this guy?
The story of the Man in the Iron Mask is about a unidentified prisoner who was born 1640. Died 19th of November 1703.
Okay,
it's quite handy for us. He was quartered around several prisons, so some of the key prisons in
France,
and Italy.
Yeah,
I think he ended up in the Bastille, which is one of the most famous ones. But the key, I guess, mystery about the Man in the Iron Mask, Ed, was nobody knew who this guy was.
Yeah, wow.
So he was just kind of pottering about all these prisons, bit of a kind of bar crawl.
Sure.
Collecting his stamps. But nobody knew who he was, which is really strange.
Yeah, but I think he was always having to wear this big sort of iron mask, and if he'd ever taken the mask off, that he was sort of have these two guys with swords.
Yeah, apparently two guys with swords followed him around, and if he took it off, he was going to get a sword through his neck. Or two swords through his neck.
Yeah, but I think what made this strange was that nobody ever quite knew of who this guy was. I mean, why did this guy have such special treatment?
Yeah.
Why did he have to wear this mask, and why? I think he had double
doors on his cell so nobody could hear him speak.
Yeah.
There was a lot of theories going about who this guy was.
Right, okay.
Some have banded around that he might be the...
Sort of trending on Twitter.
Yeah. Kind of the twin brother of, I think it was King Louis XIV at the time.
Yeah.
And potentially there might have been a dispute over who was the heir to the throne in terms of...
I see.
It's like with twins, it comes down to a matter of... seconds.
Yeah, I heard that he was Oliver Cromwell's son, perhaps, or something to do with Charles II, weirdly. But either way, it was very much theorised that the reason why he had to kind of be covered up all the time is because he was being kept from something.
Yeah.
Which is kind of quite exciting, really.
Which is a mystery to us.
And it's historical.
Yeah. Though some historians have disputed the fact of the Iron Mask.
Sure.
In terms of the material.
Right, okay.
Some historians have actually said that maybe it wasn't an iron mask. Right. It was a black velvet cloth mask.
Yeah, not quite as catchy, really.
No, I don't know if Leo would have been up for that part.
What,
the man in the black velvet cloth mask. It's not going to put bums on seats, is it? But I saw a good documentary about the Man in the Iron Mask.
Sure.
Presented by
I guess it's like a historian, who have you got in mind?
You're absolutely spot on. Jamie Theakston.
I mean, he's about as much of a historian as we are, in fairness.
It's incredible what these celebrities get up to when you're not.
Channel 5 or ITV-B sort of historians.
Yeah, that's us. No, Thico asked a very good question. He was pottering around, I think it was the Bastille, with a historian who probably knew a lot more than all of us put together. Don't know why he's not presenting it, to be honest.
Yeah.
And Thico said, so why was there such a big fuss about, even if he was related to King Louis or, someone like that, it's not like somebody would have recognised him. Back in those days, they didn't have social media like Facebook or Instagram. I thought it was a good point. It's not like he would rock into a prison and he'd be like, oh, yeah, you're that guy that I follow on Instagram, aren't you?
I think one of my mates just tagged you in a picture, actually.
Yeah, weren't you in, like, Circus the other week in London?
Yeah.
With her from Tarry on your arm.
Yeah.
Share it to you. It just wouldn't happen then, would it?
No,
bizarre.
But they made a movie about it.
They did make a movie of it. Leonardo DiCaprio, one of his first movies after Titanic.
Any good?
Funny you mentioned that. Got panned, Ed. I think he actually won I
think he got a golden... Was it a Raspberry Award?
Yeah. So they do that the day before the Oscars, don't they?
Worst screen, whatever it was.
Couple. So he actually played two parts. So he played I think the good guy and the man in the mask.
Yeah, I see. Sort of like... what was that film with Lindsay Lohan that played two... Parent Trap?
It's exactly like
Probably
that.
around sort of the same sort of
time. In fact, that was inspiration for... the movie, I think.
You're obviously joking.
Yeah. But it got canned. And what's really funny, I did a bit of research into it.
I get jokes.
And there are some cracking reviews of the movie The Man in the Iron Mask.
This you printed out?
On Amazon. I've got a few of them here in front of me.
Oh.
I mean, these are brilliant.
I can see 4 1-star reviews.
Yeah, 1 star is always going to be the better ones. We don't want to read the good ones, if there are any. So let me just go. Here's one, and this is by a customer on September the 12th, 1999. The rating is 1 star, and the title he's gone for is pathetic and laughably inaccurate.
He's also written format VHS tape, so this is like he watched this on VHS the year after it was out. By the look of it,
yeah, absolutely. So his review says, "I have seen worse films." I can't think of any...
He said films, but...
Can't think of any right off the top of my head. But I'm sure I have seen them. Not many, though. To begin with, I mean, he's going a bit of a rant here. DiCaprio's acting, never all that good. Was at an all-time low. Titanic was the only film which he managed to do a worse job.
I like Titanic. I thought it was a great film, and I thought he did a great job. So if you're listening, Leo...
Yeah.
Come on the podcast.
And then he goes on for a little bit more. I'm not going to read it out.
Leo.
A pathetic attempt to recreate the Musketeer legend. A failed attempt. So he's really emphasising that. Failed. Another review you've got here?
Oh, yeah, but I've got time.
Go on. 1 star. Just says painful.
Oh.
Let me read this. I can't imagine gay man porn being any more painful to watch. Leonardo's skills are certainly undeveloped as in quotation marks, and some of the supporting roles look like a high school performance. He goes on, if you don't have to pay to rent this, and in capitals, you have nothing to do for 2 hours, then go ahead. Otherwise, pick another movie. Go kill a cat. Anything. Go kill a cat.
Guy Fawkes night.
Yeah, throw a cat on the bonfire. That's not advice.
No, the last one is it's got the funniest title for me.
Yeah. Do you want to read it?
The Crap in the Iron Mask. Revealed in 2004. This movie is unfortunately not worth the price. I don't know what price you're paying in 2004.
No.
In short, what does he say? In short, Wimpy? W-I-M-P-Y. What is that?
Yeah, not sure.
I think that must mean like a bog off, like bong off.
Something far too sophisticated for us. And then his advice, my advice: toss this out with your copy of Tomorrow Never Dies. Yes. This man talks sense. I might have wrote this actually.
He's literally slagging me off.
Might have been me actually. Toss this out with your copy of Tomorrow Never Dies and get some real pictures.
Absolute stitch up.
I assume he means movie. He doesn't mean pictures to hang on your wall.
Yeah.
So that's just going way off topic.
Get some real pictures.
But I will say, okay, so I might get positive here. I will say that the new Count of Monte Cristo is awesome as compared to the older one. I think it was the same author who wrote.
Right.
So as they say, and he's his little saying. 1 out of 2 brings in just as much cash as 2 out of 2. Never heard that one before.
I've never heard that.
That's one of his. Way to go, Hollywood.
No.
So that's overrated.
Overrated.
Yeah.
Top 50 podcast, this.
That's History Mystery.
Overrated. It's our favourite time of the podcast, where we talk about national days, Paul. November.
Do we have a title for this section?
I don't know.
Days of Our Lives?
Days.
Dr. Drake from Ori. That was on Friends. Yeah.
November.
Welcome to Days of Our Lives.
Welcome to Days of Our Lives. November the 4th.
Well, we've done up to the 5th, so we're sort of cheating in a way.
Well, we're going back.
Okay.
It was King Tut Day, or Tutankhamun.
Yeah.
I literally know nothing about him. I know that ITV are actually doing a series on him.
Okay.
So if you wanted real history, I'm sure when people do want real history in their lives, they immediately consult ITV.
Yeah, probably presented by Martin Clunes or someone, I imagine.
Yeah, Clooney or
Neil Morrissey. Get them both
Clooney,
together. Yeah.
Or Morrissey, or maybe Mark Bright. Not Mark Bright, or Mark Mark Wright, maybe.
Yeah.
Bloody good lad is Mark Wright, actually.
Prefer Mark Bright.
Quite like him.
Yeah, he was like king when he was 9. I think he died when he was like 16 or 17.
King of Essex. Oh, no.
This is Tutankhamun.
Yeah, Tutankhamun.
But no, he's an interesting bloke.
Lovely bloke.
Tutankhamun. November 6th, National Saxophone Day for all you musicians.
Saxophone.
Yeah. Sort of Bleeding Gums Murphy, we're both big Simpsons fans.
We are.
Yeah.
November the 9th, National Scrapple Day.
Did you say... sorry, was that Scrapple or Scrabble?
I said Scrapple, yeah.
What is
it says Scrapple. It might...
Yeah.
Might be Scrabble, actually.
That'd be quite ironic if it was spelt wrong. But I think Scrapple is some kind of I could be wrong. It could be... I think it's a Jewish dish.
Well, no, I tell you what, we're coming up to another one in a minute, but...
what, a Jewish dish?
No, November the 16th, National Button Day.
National Button Day, God. So, there's literally a day for anything.
If you just look at the top you're wearing now and go, yeah, good buttons.
Yeah.
And if you're missing a button...
Yeah.
Don't be missing a button on the 16th. Do not be missing a button on the 16th.
Jensen Button, sure he's looking forward to that.
Yeah, Benjamin
Button.
November the 19th, Paul.
National Play Monopoly Day.
Okay.
I mean, Monopoly's if you start now, you might finish it by Christmas.
You're really not a fan, are you?
No, it's absolute nonsense. Monopoly.
Have you ever finished a game of Monopoly?
No one has, and I refuse to believe that anyone has.
Did you get stuck in jail?
What, in Monopoly?
Yeah. Get out of jail or whatever.
I don't know. Nobody knows the rules. Actually, tell you what, I found out a loophole the other day. There was a bit of debate of this at work.
Okay.
Little loophole in Monopoly.
Exciting, please.
So if Christmas is coming up, so this is a bit of a tidbit to keep.
If you've not got the parts of Buckaroo left over from the 90s.
If somebody lands on your property and you don't ask for the rent in time, and somebody picks up the dice and rolls them before you ask, they don't have to pay rent. I mean, that's a loophole. First of all, that's wrong.
That's a loophole.
And that's mental.
That's a loophole.
I mean, so that wouldn't work if my landlord came round and said, "Where's your rent?" And I just chucked some dice at him before he finished the sentence.
So we're actually becoming an informative podcast now.
In a way.
It's coming up to that time of year. Gather your chips, guys. Gather your hotels. Get on. Was it where do they have it? Like Mayfair,
Old Kent Road. That's quite a cheap one, isn't it?
Yeah, don't. Well, give it a few years. Old Kent Road will be.
Yeah, good point.
Probably absolutely in the money.
Good spot. The 25th of November, Black Friday. Yeah, which is really it's more American, but it's caught on over here, hasn't it?
It really has. Yeah, I think like Black Friday in China. Sound like Donald Trump. China. Donald was actually, I think, last week. So I don't know what you're talking about. But no, I think there were like 185,000 transactions a second or something mental. Yeah. Or a minute. A second's crazy.
It's crazy. I mean, you see people like taking the day off to like save 30 quid on a TV. Yeah. And it's like, well, if you'd gone to work, you would have earned more than that. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So this is what just kind of leading on from Black Friday. I mean, we've talked about some
strange coincidences,
absurdities, within these national days.
Well, it's actually I should actually say it's actually National Absurdity Day. I think you actually might have missed that on November the 20th.
Not today.
Don't know what day it is.
No, me neither.
But it's a bit like Ask a Stupid Question Day from September, I think it was. I guess. But no, Paul, Black Friday 25th.
Yeah, so Black Friday 25th. So shopping day, I'm led to believe, this is ridiculous, coincides with Buy Nothing Day.
Wow.
So you're all over the place.
There's someone that got 2-2 in marketing somewhere from some university in England that said, no, we're gonna buck the trend here. Black Friday, yeah, sure. Get your money out. Let's do Buy Nothing Day. Yeah. That will really show him.
Ed, it goes on.
Maybe he sells like Velcro trainers or something like that.
The 26th is... So we've had Black Friday, shopping day, 25th, also Buy Nothing Day. You're not going to believe what the 26th is.
Go on.
Shopping Reminder Day.
You don't need a reminder.
So, go out, buy something, hang on, buy nothing. Next day, Shopping Reminder Day.
Yeah, so which is it?
So it's like, Black Friday, right, get your coat on, we're going out shopping. Buy Nothing Day, get your coat off, we're staying in. Shopping Reminder Day, that reminds me I need a new coat.
November the 30th.
Yeah.
It's National Meth Awareness Day.
Yeah.
So maybe pluck out your Breaking Bad niche sort of nerd facts.
Yeah, maybe get the DVDs
out. People
can't
can't shut up about it. In fact, I can't shut up about it. I was once compared to Jesse Pinkman.
You have got a bit of Jesse Pinkman.
And I've really taken that to the grave with me. No, I mean, now I think
it all makes sense now.
I look like a crack addict, perhaps.
Do you know that they were very close to killing Pinkman off in the first series?
Really?
Yeah, that was part of the plan, and I think the writers' strike give the writers like a bit of a rethink, a bit of time to rethink, and I thought, no, we'll leave him in.
Oh, thank God!
Thank God they did.
What a legend!
Thank God they saved you.
Thank you. Yeah, if it wasn't for the writers, then I wouldn't be here.
Yeah. So National Meth Awareness Day is
November
the 30th
as well, Paul. It's something else.
This is a weird one. So November the 30th is also Stay at Home Because You Are Well Day.
Right.
So it's essentially saying, do you feel okay? Yes. If so, it is a good day to take off from work. I mean, what sort of message is this?
Right. So you're feeling okay, but you... Okay, right.
And the information I have here is according to wellcat.com. I don't know what that means. The creators of this special day, the objective is to call in well to your work. It's as simple as that. Well, it's not as simple as that, because that won't wash. And then this is brilliant. It's got in bold, caution. We recommend you use extreme caution and good judgment. Following the concept of this day could get you a reprimand or cost you your job. Participating in this day might not be the right thing for you to do. And then it follows up with, have a happy stay at home because you were well day.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's just ridiculous.
Have a happy stay at home because you're well day in the full knowledge that you might get fired.
Yeah, absolutely.
The thing is, like, just take a holiday. Just say, excuse me. Yeah. Just take a holiday.
Take a holiday. Watch your Breaking Bad DVDs out. We haven't touched on well, not really a day, but obviously the election was this month. Yeah,
I've never heard of it.
No?
What's going on?
Well, not much, to be honest with you. Went as people thought it would, really. Obviously...
Well, I've suddenly got hiccups, which seems far more important than the election all of a sudden.
Yeah, sort of. But no, obviously Mr. Trump...
Trumpy.
Yeah.
The trumpet.
He's got the keys to the White House.
Yeah, I know.
It's not that kind of show, is it?
I'd tell you what, we're more like we're sort of like the doggy paddle for politics chat, aren't we?
Yeah. It's just not...
Let's not get bogged down.
No, unless people want us to talk about it, and then we'll happily do that, if it's going to get us more
But did you
subscribers.
You showed me that video the other day.
It's Drunk Trump.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Let's listen to it,
It's on, let's put it on. This is Drunk Trump. This is credit to Jimmy Kimmel, who's a talk show host in America.
He basically slows down YouTube clips of Donald Trump, and when he does slow them down, he sounds like he's smashed. A bit like that.
Wow, look at all the people up there. It's a big balcony. Hello, balcony. And we're gonna get rid of cricket. We're gonna get rid of that crooked woman. She's a crooked woman. Ohio, such an important state. Ohio. See that plane? See that plane? That plane was built in America. To do this, that's right. Look at...
So that was Drunk Trump. Very, very good, that. Yeah, there's more videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
Credit to Jimmy Kimmel, that's not us.
Yeah, we keep plugging him.
Yeah.
Maybe he should plug us. Jimmy, come on.
Yeah.
No, in fairness to Donald, I mean...
Uh-oh.
He...
Where's this going?
You know, if you've got to go for a beer with either Hillary or Donald, Excuse me, look, there's the hiccups again.
Yeah.
It's more terrifying.
That wasn't really the choice, though. It was more, who do you want to be president?
Yeah, but, you know...
Although, to be honest, I don't think Clinton was offering much more. Let's not get into it. But.
Clinton wasn't offering me a beer, but... I reckon Donald Trump would be a great person to go for a beer with.
Yeah, maybe half. He doesn't drink. Fact. A little tidbit. You say I'm just throwing facts at you. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he doesn't drink, so that'd be a washout. But no,
I hate to think how he'd call over the waitress. Which is really inappropriate.
Oh, God. Let's not.
Let's
play one of the jazz riffs.
So we asked for you guys to send through some emails to let us know if you want us to sort of talk about anything or you had any interesting stuff to bring up.
Yeah, people responded.
And they did.
Yeah.
And so thank you very much. We actually had loads through. We're only going to read through a couple.
Yeah.
We've just had a history mystery.
Yeah.
I don't know, Paul, whether we should sort of come up with a name for this one.
Yeah, we've had Days of Our Lives as well. That's just been...
Oh, Days of Our Lives.
Formulated today. One bit of raw, I don't know. Mail... the Monthly Mail?
You've got the Monthly Mail.
Monthly Mail? Yeah, I like it.
Yes.
We'll go with the Monthly Mail.
The Monthly Mail.
Unless we think of a better one, then we'll change it.
Yeah, straight away.
But for now... yeah, shall I?
Yeah,
we've got them all printed out here.
Yeah, there's a guy, Chris.
Yeah, just all right, lads. Really enjoyed the show.
Okay, cheers, Chris.
Don't know which one he means. So, ... What do you make of all the Brexit things happening?
Well, this is not so much a pen pal.
No,
sort of.
I'm not sure if he's got the right show.
Yeah,
or if he's just spamming every podcast and hoping for an answer.
Yeah, I was sort of hoping that we've got over the Brexit thing as well. We both voted in answer to you, Chris, and
yeah,
you know, we now can be distracted with the Donald Trump thing instead.
Yeah,
so,
we're just glad that Brexit's had a quick, you know, and easy solution for everyone.
Exactly. We're just glad it's not dragging out.
Yeah. So no, thanks, Chris. Thanks for that.
A lad called Adam has written, "Hi guys, wow, beer if you come to Nottingham." I mean, I laugh, but actually, I probably will take you up on that, Adam.
Yeah, no.
I've just had a lovely pint of neck oil, actually, around the corner.
He's also put...
Don't know if they do that up there.
So he's put, "Hi guys, well, be if you come to Nottingham, ? Then he's put, "Today is David Schwimmer's birthday, by the way." That was on November the 2nd.
Oh, happy birthday, David.
Yeah.
And cheers for I mean, maybe next November, Adam, we could do a... we do a whole, segment of the podcast just dedicated to David Schwimmer.
That's quite a niche.
It's very
celebrity
niche.
birthday, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Well, we've had a message from Emily as well, who's written, "Love the show, guys. Thanks, Emily. Didn't think it was possible for a northerner and southerner to hold a conversation."
Oh,
so, yeah.
Don't know what side of the fence that she's sat on.
I imagine
probably in the Midlands.
Yeah,
isn't she?
Watford.
Yeah. Well, to you, that's probably the Midlands. Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, cheers, Emily.
Thanks for that.
I think she's near Bristol.
Yeah. Christopher, this is not so positive, Ed.
Yeah, Christopher, I really love this one.
As I said earlier, you can't please everyone. "I'm a history graduate and was looking for an informative history podcast.
Come to the wrong place.
WTF, what the F, is the Monthly Muse, and why have I just listened to 3 of these now?"
Yeah.
He's really
then
nice.
he goes on to say, "Bet you didn't even mention Charles Darwin, Origin of the Species, on the 4th of November in 1859 was published." Well, no, we didn't.
No, but we just have.
Well, there you go. So that's
please you, Christopher.
That's for you, Christopher. Cheers for that.
Yeah.
Bit of a longer one here.
Yeah, do you want to...
Yeah, this is from Joe. "Hi guys, just listened to the recent Guy Fawkes podcast. Have become your biggest fan." So,
doesn't take much. Yeah. Should there by default.
I've gone back to listen to the show from episode 1. I mean, there's only been 4, Joe, but, regardless, we really appreciate that. And I've recommended it to a few mates. Keep up the good work. Particularly like the role play with Frederick Fleet, with the Titanic stuff, and the great stuff of the Fire of London. Did he just listen to the first episode? Because that was both of the...
Yeah, I'm suspicious now.
Now I can bore my mates in the pub when the convo goes drive out Sunderland versus Hull or some other mundane match. Sorry, Paul. All the best of luck, and I'll be listening.
No.
Which is actually a very nice message, actually, from Joe.
No, keep them coming, Joe.
Yeah, I always wondered what fan mail, sounded like.
Yeah,
and I think we might have found our guy or girl. I don't know if Joe's a girl or girl.
I'm not sure if I like it. We've had a lot about the supermoon. We've got too many names to mention.
Yeah, we've got loads about the supermoon.
Did you see it? Was it last week?
This is awful. I think it was the brightest moon since 1948 off the top of my head.
Yeah. And
I did not see it.
Didn't bother going looking for it?
Didn't bother.
No.
Did you?
I did. I went outside to have a look for it. That was Monday night. I think it was Monday. Went outside looking for it. Couldn't see it. Thought this had been a washout.
It's been a wind up.
Yeah. Walked around the corner. I went, there it is there. I pointed to it. It was a street light. True story. True story. Thank God not many people are around. I think I actually shouted out to myself, there it is there. It was a street light. But they said it was going to be the brightest one for years. And I was fooled, but there we go. Yeah. And then finally...
top of a light on top of a casino or something.
Yeah, this is from...
I think this is like from a random email address.
There's no real...
there's no name.
No.
Please make sure you write your name on it, because we'd love to just tell you. We won't give away the surname, just the first name.
Yeah, this person's gone with wicked, and I don't even like that word.
I haven't heard that word.
I don't know what.
Maybe about 10 years, but I actually do use it sometimes. But
no, that's the monthly mail.
Yeah,
we had a few more, but we couldn't obviously.
No, thank you very much to everyone. If you do want to get in touch, the address is
the monthly mail at.
The Monthly Muse.
The Monthly Muse
at gmail.com. The Monthly Muse at gmail.com.
You can see the mistake I made there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But, all of the big podcasts, I'm sure, have a Gmail account. But no, the Monthly Muse at gmail.com.
You can tweet us as well, at the Monthly Muse. Or just follow us and not tweet us. I mean, that's probably better, really. Either way, just subscribe to it.
No, thanks very much.
Yeah, no, thanks. That's the monthly mail.
So, Paul, are you going to be watching James Bond anytime soon? Connery, Moore, Brosnan, Dawson.
No.
Oh.
I will not. You haven't swayed me.
I haven't swayed you.
Jury's still out here.
I've got many more interesting things to tell you about, but we'll do it off air, and by which I mean we'll never speak again.
Oh, maybe do it next November. No, but I will be watching Mrs. Doubtfire again. So thanks for the reminder on that. If you want, actually, do you know what? I've got The Missing to catch up on. That's bloody. Have you been watching The Missing?
I have not. I've been.
It's incredible.
Talking about The Missing.
Yeah,
I know. I should.
Nobody has a clue what's going on.
I know.
Well, I don't anyway. If anyone does know.
You want something scary?
Go on.
Planet Earth. Did you see the snakes the other day?
Yeah.
O-M to the mother G.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Was it what was running away? Was it a little lizard thing?
Lizard thing. Swimming lizard thing.
Yeah. I saw a little caption on Facebook saying, reminds me of Sunderland's relegation fight every season.
Yeah.
Which I thought was spot on.
Subscribe. Thanks, guys. That's what we were going to say.
Thanks to everyone that subscribed.
Thanks, everybody.
Remember to keep emailing us, keep tweeting us.
Keep emailing us.
Any little nonsense we'll take.
Just to make us feel better about ourselves.
The quality control is very non-existent, to be honest. So
it really is. We do read it all. Somehow it's great to hear from you guys. God.
Yeah. By the way, Ed will not stop hiccuping unless you subscribe. So for his health. But no, that's November done. We'll see you guys in November. Cheers. No, you're not going to cheers.
I'm going to drink some
Where's
more.
He going?
Oh God! Right, see you guys.
Yeah.
See ya.
I'll just cheers myself.
Cheers yourself.
Yeah. See you later.